Hello, I'm John Cho enthusiast Luke Lawrence. This is Babylon Radio, and we showcase local artists and bands. And this week we have Joey Hager and John Hoffman. Welcome to the show, guys. They are from the band Tusk, and so welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Glad to be here.
Cool. I see you have a CD here.
We do.
We'll go to that. A close-up of that later.
Great.
Cool.
I just want you to know. So tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Joey Hager. I pretty much born and raised here, Guy County. Went to school River Valley with John. That's where we met. Freshman guitar/piano class. It was fun. Just like playing music and hanging out.
I'm John Hoffman. I am also from this area, like he said. Went to school with him, and that's how we started getting to know each other. Was in high school, and where we first started sowing the seeds of our musical relationship.
That's cool. So, what was your first musical instrument?
I guess guitar. I don't play a whole lot of instruments. I guess singing.
You're the vocalist of Tusk.
Yeah, that's what I've always did was sing, and I dabble in guitar a little bit. Bass. When we were writing music together, I played bass, but I'm not really a bass player.
Okay.
My first instrument ever was probably a Fisher-Price xylophone, and that's how I learned everything.
Tell me your history of the music. What age were you?
Me, whenever I first
got
started.
the xylophone.
Oh, I was, I don't remember the age. I was probably like 2 or 3. It was one of those plastic ones, and it's got all the different colors on it.
At an age you remember getting an instrument?
My first actual guitar was when I was 13. So, and then it was an acoustic, and then I got an electric guitar for my 14th birthday because I enjoyed playing the acoustic so much. But I didn't want to play acoustic songs all the time, and I wanted to turn it up.
Turn it up to 11.
So what are some bands that you were really into?
We like a lot of the same bands. We listen to so much stuff, it's hard to really pinpoint into where most of our influence comes from. Anything from like Zeppelin to Avenged Sevenfold to Black Sabbath to Soundgarden, just all kinds of stuff.
Even Police.
Yeah, the Police. Police is a really big influence. We haven't really mastered any sound like that yet, but we're going to.
What are some bands like the Police, something that you wouldn't expect you guys to have an influence on you? Like Hanson?
You go ahead.
A band that you wouldn't think that would be an influence for me? I don't know. I mean, no one wants to admit that they get a Nickelback song stuck in their head on occasion.
For me, it's probably Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Subconsciously, it's in there somewhere because that's what my mom listened to forever in the '90s. So it's ingrained in me somehow. Maybe some sort of Garth Brooks comes out.
Thunder
I don't know
Rolls.
where. I'd love to play the Thunder Rolls in the rock version. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was joking about the Nickelback thing.
I don't believe he was joking, guys, because I have samesies. I'm going to admit it right now.
Okay, well, if we're going to come out.
It's just how you reminded me. So, we want to cut to your first performance, which is Beacon Light. If we can do that.
Enjoy it.
That was a dance.
Lost again, nowhere to go. It's hard to keep up when you're moving just a little too slow. To find my way is what I want, and any place safe is a good place to stay when you're lost. In my mind, I'll chart a map. It'll lead me down a road and show me how to get back. I'm leaving here in a day or two, and Things have been better, but nothing is better than you. Oh, I'm no better than you. When I find that beacon light, I know I found my prize. Though I roam, I'll find a home lost inside your eyes. It's a mystery how I got here, but I know some things like that will never come clear. There's something out here that's driving me. I've put all my trust in something I still can't see. There's no time for a second guess. No matter what you do, gotta do what you feel is best. Yeah. No more questions about why I'm here. You gotta trust in love, you can't have no fear. Oh, you can't have no fear. When I find that beacon light, I know I found my prize. Though I roam, I'll find a home lost inside your eyes.
Alright, so that was Beacon Light by Tusk, which is John Hoffman, Joey Hager,
And you.
and me. I'm not in it in this version of the acoustic set, but I do play drums for Tusk. And I went to this camera instead of that camera, so I'm talking to you, the audience. Luke Lawrence, senior music correspondent. So I just try to make these guys laugh. But, you know, it's not about me, it's really about the music. So tell me about that song, what it means to you, or, you know, what drove you to write it.
Well, John wrote the music for that song, and we wrote the lyrics together for the most part. He wrote the first verse lyrics, I remember, and the chorus.
Yeah.
We were writing the second verse, and it was funny because that song for us is kind of like just about becoming a musician. Like, even if you don't know what's going to happen, you gotta keep doing what you think you should be doing. And we just, and then we had a joke when we were writing it, like it felt like we were writing a religious song almost. Because some, some of them was like,
music is religious.
yeah, it's like it intertwines together because like there's something out there driving me. You can't see it, but you just trust in it.
There's
Like,
also some Beacon Light churches out there. I found out since writing the song, but it's I mean, it could be. It's whoever the listener is can perceive what the song is about.
That's cool.
Whatever the actual light is. In the
What
song.
is your favorite key to write in?
I write a lot in just E major, because it's the easiest thing to go with. And it's the lowest on a standard guitar, but
That song's,
it starts in a different key.
well, it's C sharp minor, but the relative of is E minor or E major.
they're cousins.
Yeah.
They're related. So, all right, cool. Well, tell me a little bit about the rest of the songs on the album.
All the songs on this album, it's truly an album where you're not going to get the whole thing unless you listen to the entire 10 songs.
Where can viewers find it?
Great question. You can find this either on iTunes, Amazon. We sell a few copies of the CD still. You'd have to contact us personally, or get a hold of us through our Facebook page. But yeah, we are on iTunes. You can get it there. If you want a sample of the songs, you can get a SoundCloud, and a lot of them are on SoundCloud to even listen to. So, but if you like it, please support us. So.
Very groovy. I was thinking of. Oh, I thought he was talking to us. Behind the scenes issues, nothing really. Anyways, so let's cut to our next song, which is called Darker Times by Tusk.
When did everything become so real? When did you lose your faith in me? How do you expect me to feel? Expect me to forget my memories? I rest my head, I close my eyes. I dream of days with bluer skies. I miss the rays of pure sunshine. 'Cause now we're living in darker times. I feel like I can run away slowly, but I just stay here steadfast. Light is sinking, night is growing. They said our world was gonna last. I'll rest my head, I close my eyes. I dream of days with bluer skies. I miss the rays of pure sunshine. 'Cause now we're living in darker times. And as we look
Welcome back. That was Darker Times by Tusk. These boys.
Them boys.
So, I really enjoy that song. My favorite part is the bridge, which, not that I don't love your vocals, but my favorite part is the bridge because it's just so groovy. And I think it's a really well constructed song. And the acoustic version works really nice, and it has a driving force to it, which is really cool.
I think I wrote that song on acoustic.
Yeah.
one of the few songs I've ever really written on acoustic.
Tell us a little bit about your guys' songwriting process.
Well, in my opinion, we just start with an idea, just simply an idea of whether it be like just a title or what we want the song to be about, or a stupid phrase, just anything. Just starts with an idea, and then I try to write maybe like a riff or a melody around that idea, and then Joey fills in the gaps with the lyrics and also a lot of the details in the song to help out, the structure.
Yeah, it's interesting and fun, like how we come up with the songs. Like he said, like usually it's a phrase or just something funny we said, or something that happened, or an idea. So we just go with it.
Tell me about the 10.5-minute long song Soul Steam, because I do want to hear the story behind that.
That was, well, we just knew we wanted to write a really long song, basically. And we wanted to tell us a cool story, and we came up with a story about a train and, like, this immense power that aliens brought down to humans, and they were using it to, like, basically run the world. It was a new form of energy, but there was a guy named the Bandit who wanted to steal it for himself and pretty much run the world. And so he hijacks this train that this power's on, and it does some bad things.
So, how do you go about writing the 10.5-minute song? Like, piece by piece?
Oh yeah, definitely piece by piece. We started out with, first of all, a short story. I wrote a short story based on what the entire song was going to be about, and that really helped him out with the lyrics, which were incredible once he was finished, to write that much over my short story for lyrics, But yeah, it's just every piece, and we kind of put a title to each movement in the song. So I don't know where we actually have that, but yeah, each part of the song has a title, separate title for it.
Yeah, I remember like beginning with Soul Steam, and then Nostalgia, The Bandit.
Yeah.
It was all titled. That was what helped me with most, like he said, with lyrics. We broke it down into segments, and then I just wrote lyrics about each segment, put it together.
Trying to make it flow.
Cool. And you guys recorded this yourself, so take us through that process.
And well, we wrote 3 songs in 2010 on the album, 72's Grip and 2 Kings. We all wrote back then. Then we went to the recording workshop and learned the basics in Chillicothe. His school. It was really cool. Taught us the basics of recording, how to mic, and how to get good sounds and tones. But then when we got back together, we went to John's apartment and have a spare room in his apartment and recorded everything in there.
It took a long time.
Pretty much all of 2013.
Yeah, yes.
Because I could only make it up like once a week, and we would record.
Yes.
Maybe get vocals done for one song, or maybe not.
Yeah,
just
maybe not.
How I was singing that day, and
and go home and like over the week be like, oh, I want to change that part. Well, we gotta wait. But yeah, it's that's we finished it, and I can't believe it. That we actually have the finished product of a full album, and something I'm very proud of.
I want to go to a track from the record. First, who did the album art?
Oh, that is my sister's boyfriend, Chris Goodrich. He did the cover, and then he's got some inside stuff. There's a picture of the Bandit there from Soul Steam hijacking the train with some pistols. But yeah, he did an amazing job. He's a very talented artist.
Go ahead and zoom in on that.
And then right over here, where's it at? It's backwards. That says Tusk and Bones. Just want to let you guys know, because I didn't even know when he first sent me the drawing. It's pretty cool.
It's very clever.
All right, I want to go to that track. We'll just leave that image up. was 72s and 27s by Tusk. That's the album version, and you can get it on iTunes, Amazon. Where else, guys?
Can you get it on CD, baby?
It should be on CD Baby as well.
SoundCloud.
And you can get it from them. They do have a show February 9th in the Fine Arts Auditorium at Rio Grande, right here. So come out to that. Tickets are $5, and you can buy them now. I don't know if they're going to be more that night. I don't know. I have to ask John Polson.
Shout out.
But right now, it's $5. So tell us a little bit about 72s and 27s.
I feel like that's the one song on the album that's not really about hardly anything.
Yes,
Lyrically.
it's a rocker.
They're just cool things I thought sounded good together. The chorus is really fun. The title, if you want to tell the title, it's goofy and funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think I want to leave that a mystery. I think something should remain a mystery about how song titles come about, and especially since that one is the most vague song title. I think we should leave it that way. And if someone happens to be able to piece together, the puzzle, it's nothing that deep. But yeah, bravo, because that's exactly how we came up with it.
Yeah.
I think I know actually what happened is when you were 27, you hooked up with a 72-year-old.
Yes.
So, all right, guys. I think it's fun to see you play acoustic, but to hear the album version. A lot of those songs that we've Beacon Light and Darker Times, they both work really well acoustically, but they rock just as much as 72s and 27s. So you can get the album version as I do my limp hand. So we're gonna go into the credits and we're gonna play Eternal Fight. Is there anything you want to say about that before we leave, or any closing thoughts?
Eternal Fight's probably our most aggressive song. Well, one of them. We have another song called Crossed, which actually is not on the album. That one you can find on SoundCloud. It's called Crossed. It's where we were heading after this album. But yeah, it's a very aggressive song. There's a message behind it, if you listen to the lyrics, and it's just about being upset with a lot of things, really. So.
And come to our show February 9th, Auditorium Rio Grande. It's going to be real fun.
All right. February 9th is the show, and you can also get their CD on iTunes and Amazon or at the show. Thank you very much. I'm Luke Lawrence.
John Hoffman.
Joey Hager.
Thanks for joining us this month, and we'll see you next month.
See ya.